Hi, this is Joy Ferguson, and I'm here with Joy Fergie Art Class. And today we're going to be doing a ribbon pour. And this pour flows across the page and divides it into really cool shapes. But in order for us to do this correctly, I want us to look over here at the board and talk for just a minute about composition. Because composition is the key to making really good abstract art. And there's a couple of things you need to know. First is the rule of thirds. You don't want to really divide a pattern or a shape down the middle because that's boring. So it looks better if you divide it closer to the top on the top third or closer to the bottom third. Now, variety is always important in art, and especially when you're only doing one or two lines that you're going to move through your picture. You've got to have variety. And of course, the negative space is always important. Now, if you look over here, negative space is the white area, the emptiness. And the positive space is the negative, the opposite of the negative, it's the black line. So in each one of these, what I want you to notice is these are just one line that is drawn through a square. And by varying the width of the line and the direction, if it's soft and it curves or it's angular, you get a variety of shapes and patterns, and the negative space is really interesting. So let's look at what we're doing today, all right? I've been practicing some at home, and I've made several of these that I think you're going to find really interesting. Some of these even remind me of Native American art and some of the dances that the Native Americans do. Each one of them is different, and what we're using to make these may surprise you. We're going to use a dustpan. I got this at the dollar store. Cost me about $1.25, and we're going to actually put paint in here, and we're going to pour these shapes using our dustpan. Now, each one of the bottles that we're using have a different color in them, and I have pre-mixed them using 2/3 of Floetrol made by a company called Flood, and this is a paint extender which you can buy at any hardware store. Also, we are using temper paint, a quality temper paint that it's a supply source, or you can use acrylics. They work just as well, but we're at school, so we're trying to save some money. Now, to begin with, we're going to go over here, and we have to fill our dustpan. And to do that, I'm going to begin by shaking this a little bit, just to make sure they're mixed. And we're going to put a stream of white paint along our outside edge. And we want to make sure we get enough paint on here. We may have to refill more than once. Next, I'm going to use a turquoise paint. Now, when you're choosing your colors, I just kind of like to pick colors that look nice together. Sometimes I'll do light and dark. Oops. Don't want to have an accident. Move that over a little bit. I'm going to use some hot pink magenta right now. Put a little bit here. And I'm doing it in the half moon shape, and you'll see why when you start to pour it, because it's going to leave a cool stripe on it. I think if I angle that up, that's going to hold it, not let it spill out. Use a little orange here. This is a mixture of yellow and orange, so it has more of the yellow-orange look to it. And I'm going to do some yellow. I'm building up my amount of paint I have on here. And a little bit of blue right there in the middle. Now, I think I need just a wee bit of white here in the very center. Ah, this is going to be fun. I'm going to add just a little bit more white. All right, now I probably have to refill this as we go along. And what I'm going to do is tilt it, and you will see that the paint is starting to come out. It's flowing out off the edge. I'm going to let it get off the edge a little bit. There it goes. Now watch what a cool design this is going to make. Isn't that nice? I like it already. Okay, I'm laying the colors down as they come off. I'm going to turn it. See, by turning it, I can make the pattern change. Bring it over. Oh, this is going to be nice. I can even start to sort of wiggle it a little bit. Now I'm about to lose my yellow and the orange. So right here, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to refill. But look at what I've got. I just think this is cool. All right, I'm going to put some more white here on the edge. Now the only problem is you've got to use a small one because our board is not gigantic. And so it's going to have to refill just because of that reason. If you were doing a big one, you can use a bigger dustpan, and that works too. So it's just kind of use the dustpan to fit the size of your picture. I think I'm going to vary it a little bit. Right over here, I'm going to put a little bit more magenta. We'll see what this does, okay? Now we're ready to start again, okay? And I'm going to just match it up here, right there at the tip. Oh boy, this is going to look cool. Here we go. All right. I'm going to bring it down like this. Layer it back up. Ooh. Oh guys, this is fun. I hope you do this at home because I'm having the best time. See how I just kind of wander around and it changes the way the pattern looks? And voila! Whoa! Very nice. I'm very happy. I hope that you have as much fun as I do doing this and enjoy making your art.